Do you want to know the number one fear I hear from sellers? It's what if I sell my house and I can't find a new one in time? It's a totally valid concern, especially in a competitive market where homes sometimes fly off the shelf faster than toilet paper in 2020. But take a deep breath, because today I'm going to walk you through all of your backup options, what they are, how they work, and which one might make the most sense for your situation. Hey friends, I'm Sara Scheyer Arnett, your Northern Kentucky real estate professor. I help buyers and sellers navigate this market with clarity, strategy, and just a little bit of humor, because that's how I like to roll. And today we're going to tackle that big, scary what if. What if you sell and can't find your next home? So let's start with the good news. The good news is this is a totally solvable problem. It just requires some planning, a little creativity, and working with an agent who's experienced in these types of situations. Ahem, like me. Now, I want to paint a picture for you. You've done all the things to get your home ready. You decluttered, you deep cleaned, you fixed that leaky faucet you've been ignoring since 2019. We list it. We get great offers and boom, you're under contract. Now comes the tricky part. Where do you go next? That's where backup plans come in. And trust me, there are more options than you think. So let's break them down. First is post-closing occupancy, also known as a rent-back agreement. This is probably one of the top options when a seller needs a little breathing room. So here's how it works. You sell your home, everything closes, and then you rent it back from the new owner, the buyer, for a set period of time, maybe 30 days, maybe 60 days. It gives you cash in hand from the sale, and it buys you time to find your next place without having to move twice. You stay in the comfort of your own home, and the buyer gets the keys just a little later. Win-win, right? Now, not every buyer will agree to a rent back, especially if they need to move in right away. But in many cases, especially when you've got a strong offer or multiple offers, you can negotiate this fairly easily. That's where I come in to help structure the deal in a way that works for you. Option number 2 is a flexible closing date. This is something we can bake right into your listing agreement from the very beginning. If you're worried about timing, we can tell buyers upfront, hey, we're looking for a flexible closing date. Or, hey, the sellers really prefer a 60-day close time frame. Some buyers are totally fine with that, especially if they're not in a rush themselves. Again, it all comes down to communication and setting those expectations early. Now, let's say you sell, but you still need more time. That brings us to option number 3. Temporary housing. And I know what you're thinking. Ugh, I don't want to have to move twice. Totally fair. Honestly, nobody loves packing up everything just to unpack it again and a few months later, pack it again to move someplace else. But sometimes this option does make sense. Think short-term rentals, extended stay hotels, or even staying with family or friends if that's available to you. If you're building a home or shopping in a market where inventory is low and you don't want to have to settle, having the flexibility of temporary housing can give you more power as a buyer, because you're not writing an offer contingent on the sale of your home, and you're ready to move fast when the right house hits the market. And yes, moving twice is a hassle, but choosing the wrong house or rushing into one you don't love can be an even bigger hassle in the long run. Speaking of contingencies, let's talk about option number 4, making your home sale contingent on finding your next home. This is called a home sale contingency. And we basically let the buyer know, hey, we're happy to help to sell to you, but only if we find suitable housing first. You stay in the driver's seat. Now, this doesn't always fly in a hot seller's market where buyers have other options, but in a balanced or a slower market, It's totally reasonable. And some buyers are happy to wait if it means getting your beautiful, well-maintained home for themselves. So again, it depends on the current market dynamics and how we structure the offer. Option number 5 is one I call buy first, sell second strategy, and it works best if you've got the financial wiggle room to make it happen. This is where you purchase your next home before you even list your current home. It takes a lot of stress out of the timing issue because you already know where you're going to move to. You can move out, you can stage your current home, and then you sell it without the pressure of needing to coordinate 2 closings on the same day or wondering where you're going to go to. Now, I get it. Not everyone can carry 2 mortgages at once, but there are ways to make this work. Some lenders offer bridge loans, which are short-term loans that let you tap into the equity in your current home before it sells. Others might qualify you based on the assumption that your current home will be sold within a certain window. I can connect you with some great local lenders who know how to get creative in just this situation. And finally, option number 6. This is where it's the stay and search option. This is where you don't list your home until you find one you want to buy. But, and this is a big one, you need to be in a strong position when you make an offer. That usually means your current home is already prepped, staged, and ready to go on the market immediately. We hit publish and make it live the same day your offer is accepted. In this strategy, we do all the prep work up front so that when the time comes, your house goes live, we price it right, we market it well, and we aim for a quick sale. This one works best in a strong seller's market where we're confident your home will sell quickly. So let's recap really quick. You've got more options than you might realize. There is the rent back agreement, so you can stay after closing in your own home. There are flexible closing dates tailored to your timeline. There are temporary housing options to buy yourself some freedom. There are contingencies that protect you until you find your next home. There's buying first without the help of bridge loans or spark financing. Or there's waiting to sell until the stars align, but being ready to go instantaneously. And listen, there's no one-size-fits-all answer here. The right backup plan depends on your finances, your comfort level, your timeline, and the current state of the market. That's why having someone in your corner who's done this before and knows how to navigate all the moving parts can make all the difference. If you're selling your home and you're losing sleep over the whole, oh my God, what if I can't find something I like scenario, let's talk. I can help you map out the options, run the numbers, and build a plan that works for you. No pressure, just real talk and smart strategy. Thanks for watching. And if you found this video helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more weekly real estate tips. And share this with someone who's been sitting on the fence about selling. I'll see you on the next video.